leaderboard beats the woman who is the hottest player of the summer.
Number one will play for the US Open title.
And that's our iconic moment, brought to you by Cadillac.
Oh my God, oops, Ega did it again. So now I'm lifting the pan. The first set was in a pickle of jam and still advanced. Wasn't kicking the can and making sure that Sabalenka wasn't given a chance. I like a ticket to dance and did it fast for the ash. Made him live in a trance. I stood up, then I felt like I'm living in France. She really can, no permission for cans. I mean, she really good, man. So I feel I got permission for rants. Next match, yeah, I think we had a clear winner. Most people want that dog, but she got your bad in her. I don't think you want to get in front of their dinner. No, no, no. She always go, go, go and don't stop it. Serves like NASA, they come in like rockets. So do what I say and just bop it. The hottest of topics, I wonder who stop it. The comp it, the floor, and she looking to mop it. You got it?
Friday feels here at the US Open. It is day 12, and it's time for the men's semifinals. I'm Nick, she's Monica. This is the warm-up, and we're getting you ready for another fantastic day of tennis in NYC. First up, let's start with last night. A word on last night. Iga Swiatek and Ons Jabeur earning their way into their first US Open final. Jabeur, she brought Caroline Garcia back down to earth with a straight set win. Swiatek, though, she had to battle back from a breakdown twice in the third set to beat Aryna Sabalenka. Monica, we have set up a thrilling women's final.
I know, Nick. I was in the booth and courtside for both of those matches, and let me just say, it was an electric atmosphere out there. Ons really bringing the heat and humbling Garcia a little bit after the summer that she's had, which has been one to admire. And Aryna Sabalenka, she almost had it, and I thought she was going to be able to pull it off, but there's a reason why Iga Swiatek is world number one. Mentally, she's the toughest out there.
Wow, she was so tough last night. We're going to see that match tomorrow. Let's get into today's matches. First up, Karen Hatchinoff and Casper Ruud. You remember those guys? They last played on Tuesday. This is the semifinal first up this afternoon. Casper Ruud, he's still on that hunt to be world number one, but he's going to go up against another big hitter. He handled it so well against Berrettini in the quarterfinals, but we're going to watch out for the big hitting of Karen Hatchinoff, who's coming off that huge win over Nick Kyrgios.
Certainly, and I mean, while having 2 days off definitely benefits the body and the mind, not so much the momentum. So I'm really looking forward to see who comes out with the upper hand today, and it's going to be key for them to both dominate with their serves and their forehands like they've done in their previous rounds.
Yeah, certainly. So that is the first semifinal. Let's talk about the second one. Frances Tiafoe and Carlos Alcarez. How about these guys making some history? Take a look at this. You've got Frances Tiafoe, the first black man to reach a U.S. Open final in 50 years. Arthur Ashe did it in 1972. And what about for Carlos Alcarez? 1990 was the last time a teenager, a youngster, made the U.S. Open final. That's when Pete Sampras did it. Way back when, 32 years ago. We talk about, obviously, the history of this match, but what about the matchup itself? It's actually Tiafoe who leads this 1-0. Carlos Alcarez, how is the body going to feel having that 2:50 a.m. finish, 5 hours of tennis against Sinner? And also for Frances Tiafoe, this is going to be Friday night under the lights. He's going to feel a little bit of the energy of the crowd, but also the pressure of the moment.
It's certainly going to be survival of the fittest. Carlos Alcaraz did not come on site to practice yesterday, taking a day to kind of rest his body. We're going to have to see how he comes out physically. Frances Tiafoe, though, it's going to be interesting to see if he can sustain this super high level that he's had throughout these whole 2 weeks. The crowd is going to be behind him, but they're also going to be behind Alcaraz because they want to see this youngster come out on the other side.
I am really very excited for this one. Also, the men's doubles final, you got Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury taking on Neil Skupski and Wesley Koolhof, also to play for the #1 ranking. That's the tennis today. Monica, thanks. Let's check in with Sawyer, one of our NetGen kid casters, with today's weather.
Hello, I'm Next Generation Kidcaster Sawyer for the Day 12 weather forecast of the U.S. Open. The pieces of the U.S. Open puzzle are coming together. We award the first trophy to doubles, then the men's semifinals are back-to-back. By first serve, it will be 80 degrees with lots of sunshine. That's your Day 12 U.S. Open weather forecast. Back to you, Nick and Monica.
Sawyer, thank you so much for that. Really looking forward to today as we head into championship weekend. But there's nothing like a Grand Slam, especially the U.S. Open, the last one of the year. We've had plenty of upset surprises. We've gotten to know some new tennis names the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is where the tournament really comes alive. A Grand Slam is so different from all of the other tournaments. Everybody wants to perform here, and this is where dreams are made.
This is where dreams are made. We're calling it Upset City. Take a look.
The unexpected, emotional, electric breakthroughs that transform unknowns into stars come at a cost to the household names who bow out in their wake. This year, 26 of 64 seeds were sent packing in the first 2 rounds alone. Tsitsipas, Auger-Aliassime, Fritz, Sakkari, Halep, Badosa, Kontaveit. Those are just some of the notable names that made big exits in Week 1, leaving big opportunities for those that remained. And occasionally, there's an upset that doesn't look like one on paper. Ajla Tomljanovic learned that firsthand in her win over world number 605, Serena Williams. In Week 2, the upsets kept coming with world number 1 and defending champion Daniil Medvedev falling victim to a dangerously inspired Nick Kyrgios. Less than 24 hours later, it was Frances Tiafoe's turn, becoming the first American to defeat number 2 seed Rafael Nadal at a Grand Slam since 2005. So while each of those US Open upsets has spoiled hopes, they have also enthralled and inspired, reminding us what makes Grand Slam tennis so wildly entertaining.
It has been an absolutely memorable US Open, and as a result of those upsets, Monica, actually I love this stat, 0. A big 0 is the number of players remaining who have won the US Open. We're going to get 2 new singles champions this weekend.
This is something that we've seen a lot on the women's side, a lot of brand new champions, but this is a first in many years for the men, and that's not the only thing that's going to be new. We go from being the warm-up to tomorrow, the change-up.
Oh, yes. We are changing things up. We're going to be joined by James and Michelle, who host the changeover. And new set. Should we get some new furniture in here?
New set, lots of new surprises. I'm really excited for you guys to see what we have planned.
I'm excited as well. This has been our Day 12 show, Monica, and I'm nervous for this, guys. Here's the blooper reel from 12 days of hanging out with you guys right here on the warm-up. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to... Sorry. Okay.
Ajla coming through in straight sets the other night, and she's good.
Shukla.
What's that about?
Shukla. Ooh, let's get a bit of that.
Because still struggling.
That's all right. Struggling. She's struggling along.
Just struggling.
That was good. We're starting from the top. 4-time champion. He had a first set test, and then he lost, and then yeah. And we've got the iconic beverage of the US Open, the Honey Deuce signature. The signature. Ooh. Signature. Wow, I literally can't say it. Good chat.
That was good.